Neymar is literally addicted to whiskey and energy drinks, and it's destroying Santos from the inside out. Brazilian journalist Rodrigo Gomes just exposed the most shocking scandal in football, revealing that the superstar sleeps at 5 in the morning every single night after binge drinking. According to Gomes on his Fute Boteco channel, Neymar forces the entire Santos team to train at 10 or 11 a.m. because he physically cannot wake up earlier due to his partying lifestyle. The psychological damage this is causing teammates is absolutely devastating, with players furious but too scared to confront Brazil's biggest star. Here's the truly insane part. Neymar also smokes hookah religiously and has created such a toxic environment that nobody dares challenge his destructive behavior. His addiction isn't just ruining his own career, it's literally holding an entire professional football club hostage to his party schedule. Santos players are trapped in this nightmare where their training revolves around one man's drinking problem. The beautiful game becomes ugly when superstars prioritize alcohol over professionalism and drag entire teams into their personal hell. Will Neymar get the help he desperately needs or continue destroying everything around him?
Cristiano Ronaldo is so obsessed with winning the World Cup that he's extending his Saudi contract at 40 years old just to stay fit for 2026. The Portuguese legend is literally restructuring his entire life around one final shot at the trophy that has haunted him for decades. According to TalkSport, Ronaldo is signing a new deal worth 200 million euros per year with Al Nassr, but this isn't about money anymore. It's about legacy desperation. Here's the psychological breakdown. Ronaldo watched Messi lift the World Cup in Qatar, and it absolutely destroyed him mentally, creating an obsession that borders on unhealthy. He's currently at 933 career goals and chasing 1,000, but the World Cup remains the only achievement that matters to his tortured perfectionist mind. The beautiful game becomes tragic when legends can't accept that some dreams are impossible and continue punishing themselves chasing ghosts. His obsession with 2026 represents the ultimate midlife crisis, where a 40-year-old man refuses to accept reality and continues sacrificing everything for one last chance at glory. Will Ronaldo finally achieve his World Cup dream or face the ultimate heartbreak that destroys his mental health completely?
Real Madrid is boycotting the Ballon d'Or ceremony for the second year in a row, and it's the pettiest move in football history. The Spanish Giants are still absolutely furious that Vinicius Jr. lost to Rodri last year, and they're throwing the most expensive tantrum ever witnessed in professional sports. According to Marca, tensions between Real Madrid and Ballon d'Or organizers show zero signs of resolution despite multiple peace attempts, proving this is personal vendetta territory now. Here's the psychological warfare. Real Madrid believes they're so powerful that they can single-handedly destroy the credibility of football's most prestigious individual award through pure spite. Their boycott represents everything wrong with modern football, where clubs think they're bigger than the sport itself and can manipulate awards through intimidation tactics. The beautiful game becomes ugly when institutions prioritize ego over respect and turn individual achievements into political battlegrounds. This boycott exposes how Real Madrid's arrogance has reached dangerous levels, where they believe rules don't apply to them and awards should be handed out based on club pressure rather than merit. Will Real Madrid's petty boycott actually damage the Ballon d'Or's reputation, or just make them look like spoiled children throwing tantrums?
Vinicius Jr. is in a brutal contract standoff with Real Madrid, and his role under Xabi Alonso is causing absolute chaos. The Brazilian superstar's future at the Bernabeu is genuinely uncertain, as Real Madrid refuses to budge on their contract offer despite his world-class performances. According to reports, Vinicius is frustrated with his positioning under Alonso's tactical system, and the psychological pressure is creating serious tension behind the scenes. Here's the explosive drama. Vinicius recently made the infamous "a segunda" gesture to opposing fans in Oviedo, showing his mental state is deteriorating under the constant racist abuse and tactical uncertainty. His contract negotiations have stalled because Real Madrid won't meet his demands, creating a dangerous situation where their best player might actually leave the club. The beautiful game becomes a nightmare when racism combines with contract disputes to destroy young talent's mental health and career stability. This standoff represents modern football's toxic environment, where even superstars aren't safe from institutional pressure and societal hatred. Vinicius deserves better than this psychological torture that's slowly destroying his love for the sport. Will Real Madrid finally protect their star player, or continue allowing this toxic situation to spiral completely out of control?
Lamine Yamal's girlfriend just dumped him for another footballer, and the love triangle is breaking the internet. Argentine gossip outlets are reporting that Nicky Nicole left Barcelona's teenage sensation for Franco Mastantuono, creating the most dramatic young footballer love story ever. According to viral TikTok reports, this breakup happened right as Yamal was becoming football's biggest teenage superstar, proving that fame can't protect you from heartbreak. Here's the psychological devastation. Yamal is only 18 years old and already dealing with the pressure of being Barcelona's future, while navigating his first major public breakup that's being dissected by millions online. The timing couldn't be worse, as he's trying to establish himself as a world-class player while his personal life becomes tabloid fodder across social media platforms. This love triangle represents everything toxic about modern football, where young players' private lives become public entertainment and their emotional development gets sacrificed for viral content. The beautiful game becomes cruel when teenagers can't experience normal relationship drama without millions of strangers commenting on their heartbreak and making memes about their pain. Will Yamal recover from this public humiliation, or will the psychological damage affect his incredible football potential permanently?
Sergio Busquets just announced his retirement, and it's officially the end of Barcelona's golden generation. The Spanish legend is calling it quits after this MLS season with Inter Miami, marking the final chapter of the most successful era in football history. According to Fox News, Busquets spent his entire career having Messi's back at Barcelona, and now he's ending it alongside his former teammate in Miami, creating the most emotional farewell story ever. Here's the psychological impact. Busquets represents the last connection to Barcelona's peak years under Pep Guardiola, when they revolutionized football and dominated everything in sight. His retirement symbolizes the definitive end of an era that produced the greatest football ever played, leaving fans mourning the loss of pure artistry and tactical perfection. The beautiful game loses one of its most intelligent players whose vision and passing ability redefined the defensive midfielder position for an entire generation. This retirement announcement hits different because it confirms that Barcelona's magical period is truly over, and modern football will never reach those artistic heights again. Busquets leaves behind a legacy of 6 Champions League titles and a World Cup that younger players can only dream of achieving. Will anyone ever match the elegance and intelligence that Busquets brought to football's most thankless position?
Kylian Mbappe went from being Real Madrid's biggest problem to their most indispensable player, and nobody saw it coming. The French superstar has completely transformed under Xabi Alonso's management, going from potential disaster signing to the club's most reliable performer in just months. According to Goal, Mbappe is now leading Cristiano Ronaldo in certain Real Madrid statistics, proving he's already surpassing legendary standards at the Bernabeu. Here's the psychological breakthrough. Mbappe arrived with massive pressure and expectations that seemed impossible to meet, but Alonso's tactical genius has unlocked his full potential in ways PSG never managed. The transformation represents everything beautiful about football, where the right coach can turn struggling superstars into unstoppable forces through tactical intelligence and psychological support. Real Madrid's nasty move being plotted by management shows they're planning something special around Mbappe's incredible form and growing influence within the squad. This evolution from problem player to indispensable star proves that even the world's most expensive transfers need time and proper coaching to reach their full potential. The beautiful game becomes magical when tactical masterminds like Alonso can transform generational talents into legendary performers who exceed even their own expectations. Will Mbappe's transformation inspire other struggling superstars, or is this just the beginning of his Real Madrid dominance?
Lionel Messi is still absolutely dominating MLS at 37 and making every other league look like amateur hour. The Argentine legend just destroyed New York City FC with 2 goals and is leading the Golden Boot race like he's still in his prime at Barcelona. According to the Miami Herald, Messi continues to be the main attraction wherever Inter Miami plays, proving that true greatness transcends age and geography completely. Here's the psychological phenomenon. Messi moved to MLS expecting a retirement league, but instead he's treating it like his personal playground and embarrassing defenders who thought they could handle him. His dominance in America represents the ultimate culture shock, where European football royalty shows American soccer the massive gap that still exists between continents. The beautiful game becomes educational when legends like Messi demonstrate that technical ability and football intelligence never decline, only physical attributes change with age. This MLS dominance proves that Messi's decision to choose Miami over Saudi Arabia was perfect for his legacy and mental health rather than just chasing money. His continued excellence at 37 inspires aging athletes everywhere, while simultaneously exposing how far American soccer still needs to develop. Will Messi's MLS dominance finally force American football to acknowledge the technical gap, or will they continue pretending their league is world-class?
Erling Haaland's back injury just sent Manchester City into complete panic mode and exposed their total dependence on one player. The Norwegian goal machine had to be substituted early against Arsenal due to back pain, creating genuine fear throughout the Etihad about their season falling apart. According to Goal, Pep Guardiola had to personally clarify Haaland's fitness status to calm down panicking fans who know City are nothing without their superhuman striker. Here's the psychological terror. Manchester City have built their entire tactical system around Haaland's incredible goal-scoring ability, making them vulnerable to complete collapse if he gets seriously injured. The injury scare represents modern football's dangerous over-reliance on individual superstars, where entire clubs become hostage to one player's physical condition and availability. This back problem exposed how City's success depends entirely on Haaland staying healthy, creating massive pressure on a 24-year-old to carry an entire club's ambitions. The beautiful game becomes stressful when teams put all their eggs in one basket and risk everything on a single player's fitness and form. Fantasy Premier League managers are having complete meltdowns over triple captain decisions. Proving Haaland's influence extends far beyond just Manchester City's success. Will Haaland's injury concerns force City to develop backup plans or continue risking everything on their Norwegian goal machine?